comes Legos. Bricks and toys.
All right. Well, looky there. Of course, again. I'm gonna keep messing up. It's because I'm so excited about this. I think that's really what's going on. It's like I'm excited and I want to keep building. So we're on day 13 of this. Last time we got this portion, I believe we're going to be finishing up this arm. It says now, here's the thing. This bag is 13, 14, and then we got 13, 1. And so I have a feeling that, I don't remember seeing another 14 in the bag. There might be a 14, 1. I have a feeling we're using a lot of brackets. We're using a lot of this. We'll have parts left over, which, okay. That's fine by me, right? That works. I was looking, I was like, man, there's not a lot of bags left, you know? I was like, how in the world, like, are we going to finish this up? We got another arm, but I'm trusting the process here. I gotta chill. Trust the process. Okay, so we got our big mech over here. The thing's ginormous. It takes up a lot of space. I was actually thinking, I was like, where am I going to put this in the city? You know what? That's a thought for another time at this point, just because I'm going to have to figure it out. Not right now. Starting off, we're at the same thing. So we got a lime green 2x2 and a, I guess, secondary green 1x2. Same here as it is there. Nothing different between the two. All right, so we've got 1 and 2 of these 2x6s. So far, everything clocking the exact same. And then we got these under 1x2 1 plate slopes. They're reverse slopes too, so they're gonna go up. They have studs instead of anti-studs. So they go under instead of on. In case you were like, what is that, TayRay? Well, that's what it is. All right, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm looking, everything so far is the same. Now it's weird because this has the image backwards, so you're not seeing the plates going on in one direction, which I think is a little odd in my opinion. Just a little odd, man. I mean, but hey, that's me, I guess. Maybe I'm just upset by it. Alright, but we got 1x2 by 1x2 brackets. And they are actual brackets. They go down. Now, we got that sand blue 2x2 modified tile. And a 2x4 in black. That's going to solidify these. Pushing all these studs together. There you go. Let's sandwich that together. Make sure it fits really nice and neat. Same thing. Now we're about to put, looks like, brackets up on top. And then we have... Oh, I did something wrong. Looky there. Not surprised. Okay. So I was actually looking, and it looks like the AliExpress, the way that they were showing this going together, would have probably been more beneficial for me to look at than the Lego one. Yeah, I need to go 1 stud over. So these are still kind of loose. I don't like that being loose, but I have a feeling we're putting something on it. So I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's where we're at. We're going to turn this way, and then we're putting these 2x2 by 1x2 reverse slope bricks on there. I should have 3 of those, am I correct? Yeah. I know it's in here. I just know it's in here. Get that snot break. There it is. Okay. Now, 1, 2, and 3. So these are going to go up this way. Then we're lining it up with reverse brackets. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so again, reverse brackets. 2 by 2. It's a 1 by 2. You always start with the plate. 1 by 2 by 2 by 2 inverse bracket. Inverse because it goes up instead of going down. Traditional brackets all go down. And we're just lining these up on this part of the arm. And I kind of wonder if this is going to like fit in maybe over here or something onto this. Not sure. Actually, just not sure at all. Wasn't that the name? That was the I can't remember the guy's name from Idiocracy. He's like, not sure, and so his name was Not Sure. It's a funny movie until you start to see some parallels. Alright, here we go. Alright, so same thing from here, from the book to here. They are exactly the same. Now, I want to look, and it seems like this piece goes in. So it looks like that should go this way. Am I correct? Yes. Okay. And that should press in right here. Alright. This part doesn't feel quite as strong as I would want it to be, but I'm giving it a moment because I know, I have a feeling that we're going to be putting toppers on that things on top that's going to make this fit better. So, yeah, look. 359 right here, so we're putting this 4x4 on top, pressing that in, and then we need 2, count them, 2 of these L plates. They're not loser plates. No, 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 no. These L plates are going to help us keep our build together. I've got one here. I might have to dig for the other one. Let's move this. Pull this up just a little bit more. There it is. Sometimes I'm old, man. I've got to dig a little bit more. 2. Okay, so we are here, right? Right here. So yeah, same exact thing. We are pacing ourselves exactly as the AliExpress version is. So yes, they are the same. It's going to go here, and then we've got these black brackets. So we got 1, 2, 3. They're going on one side. Here it looks like we're putting them just on that one side. 1, 2, and 3. And then, much like that one, 360, 361. Exact same. We got another wheel well. It's going to go right onto here. And then, okay, I see. I'm going to go ahead and pull the parts because they have us doing a grill and 2 of these 2x2 1-step sloped tiles. So we're going to go ahead and pop those in. They have us doing that here. And then, yeah, we're going to be doing the same thing. We need another one of those grills. It is a 1x2. 1x2 grill. Let's just go 1 here. 1 here. And then a plate. A 2x2 plate right there. So far, everything is the same. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to grab our parts from over here. We've got 1. And then we should have, how many of these? Just 1 of the slopes, right? No, it's a bigger slope. So it is a 2x2, 1 plate step slope. And then we've got these kind of big 2 plate or 2 plate step kind of slope looking things. That one I'd have to, I I'd have to look to see what the name is. I really don't know. Okay, so right here, we're putting a slope on here. See, this would make sense to turn it that way. There we go. That goes here. And then we've got 1 and 2. Just like that. Please don't mind my noise effects. Alright, here we go. That goes there. And then we've got 2 more of those slopes. So 1 and 2 right here. So we're going to pop those on, 1 and 2 right here. And again, following through exactly as it is here, nothing has changed. Now we need, we have a brick with 1 Technic hole in it. And then we've got a pin with socket, like a little ball socket, right? Or it's actually not a ball socket, a ball joint that's on its own over here. Put a 2x3 underneath it. And then clock it. We got 2 1x1s with that Technic crossbar pin in it. And they're going to both go on this side. So we got 1, 2. And I am going and checking. And so far, everything is the exact same. So nothing crazy. Nothing to be concerned about. I mean, it is... This one doesn't seem to have too many things that are out of position to one another either. Everything seems to be kind of on the same path. So we're making a hand now, it looks like. Excellent. So 1, 2, 3. So these are our ball sockets. These are the actual sockets. So 2x2 plates with the ball sockets on there. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop right here and say, like, I love the fact that we got these 2 pinholes, because this is what will hold our sword. Oh, genius. Absolute genius. Oh my goodness. The designers. I love you, designers. When you get a good build like this and you're like, hey, I really enjoyed the way you thought through how the sword was being held and all that. Like, obviously you can tell this piece seems to be a bit of a love letter to designers, especially to people who wanted like Voltron type mechs and things. Like, this is on level. So we need 1, 2, 3 of these. 1, 2, 3 of these. It's gonna go 1 here. And then we've got a 1x1 that goes behind it. Boom, just like that. Same thing. 1 here. 1x1 that goes behind it. Boom. 1 more to go. That one's a little scratched up. That's okay. It's the hand. If there's a little bit of battle damage on the hand, that's pretty normal. If it's blocking itself doing what it's supposed to do, it's going to take some damage on the hand. Actually, as a model maker, if I was going to do a mech, probably the most amount of damage would be at the feet, for like paint scratches, and the hands. Okay, and we're going to pop them on. So, look. Oh, I love that sound. Oh, keep it coming. Excellent, Cynthia. Excellent. Who's Cynthia? I have no idea. I just made that up. But it's gonna be like, I have no idea who Cynthia is, to be honest. And I can't even think of anyone I know whose name's Cynthia. I don't even know why I came up with that name. Oh man, yeah, I'm a mess, man. Absolute mess. Okay, we got 1 more socket, And then we'll grab one more of these pieces. So I'm sure we're doing one and then yeah, looky there. Another 1x1 little tile that's going to go behind it. There you go. Boom. Clack it. And that's going to go here, and that's going to be going on top of the hand there. That is a pretty solid mech hand, man. Let's put it on. And clickety-click. There we go. Got ourselves a mech arm. Oh, this is so cool. I love this. Okay. So we've got this portion done. Now we're moving over into here. And it looks like we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2x10 right there. And then a 4. Let's see how we're putting this together. Okay, yeah, see, we got 1 and 2. There we go. Just checking, just making sure, because here lately you never know. All right, so 1, 2, and then we got this green plate right here. So interestingly enough, there are like different variations and shades of green. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go with it. Here, doing the same thing, except they, instead of having it like this, they have it turned this way, so it's almost mirrored. But same thing. We get 1, 2 of these little pieces here. They are, what is it, 1x1 by 1x1 reverse brackets. A 1x2 by 1x2 reverse bracket. There we go. And then we've got, now these are interesting plates. So these, I call them snot plates, but they are, you could technically say a bracket is a snot plate, but this is a plate to snot. So it's plate to basically one more step of a plate with snots on the end, with just stud snot on top. Again, they have it, but it's reverse. It's going the opposite way. So everything here so far is technically in the booklet. If it's in the booklet, it's on the app. If it's on the app, it's in the booklet. It just might not always be the same like place or orientation or step, but it is essentially the same build. Put that blue here on the end. I'm looking over here. Yep. Well, interestingly enough, so 377, 378, 379. Oh. It's like we're... Okay, we reversed some things. So they, in the AliExpress, they're doing this part last. Here, we're doing it now. So they're kind of skipping around. Again, not that big of a deal. The build comes out the same both ways. Except one will kind of skip around, and the other, you know, is like this. Okay. Got 2x2 or 1x2 brick. And then we've got these wedge to plate, like a cheese wedge to plate sort of pieces. 1 and 2. And we got that blue 1x1, one right there. Press all that down. There we go. Got a black 1x4, or sorry, 2x4. And then 2 more of those wedges. Let's see, 1, 2, and then a 2x2 here. It's going to go here on the end. We got 1 and 2. Okay, and then we've got our 4x4 here. Okay, now we've got, this is a 1x4, and then we've got this bracket here. Now, so far, again, Everything looks exactly the same. So we got 1 and 2. This one here. And then a 1x2 that goes here. Yep, and then 2 of these 1x2 by 1 plate sloped tiles. Boom, boom. Okay, and that's going to fit right under here. Now, I'm wondering, so we have this, but I'm not sure. I guess it's going to be fitting on the outside, possibly. Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right, now we got a 2x4. We got a 1x2 tile. It goes right there. All right, hold on 1 second. I'm getting this settled. Ugh, man. All right. And now we're adding a slope up here. Okay. Fix that. So we got a slope right here. This is going to fit right onto here. Wait a second. You know what I did? In all of my craziness, I put these on backwards. So, interestingly enough, if I look at one, because one is one direction, one's the other, I tend to get them mixed up. So that's one thing to keep in mind. You probably want to change the orientation to like here if you're doing it. I'm going to probably stick closer to, let's stick closer to the Lego one right now. Okay, now we got these two really cool, one snotted jump bricks. So it's a 1x2 snot jumper brick. We call them jumpers because it has a stud in between where a normal stud would line up. So it kind of goes between where the studs are. Okay, so far, yep, looks like everything's kind of the same. It's skipping around again just a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so we're going to put our googly eyes up here. So we've got one. Let me take one at a time. One that's going here. Let's fix that up just like that. Boom. Pop that back on there. One. And we'll put this one over here. Two. Okay. And then we're going to turn this way. So we're using these. I like these. These are like little wheel wells, but we're using them as like little how do you put it? They're eyelids or like little brow lines. I think it's cool. I'm going to turn this just a little bit more this way. I'm going to turn it a little bit more down. Boom, boom. Okay. So we got one. I'll line them up right there. One. One. There you go. One. This one's going to turn this way. Two. Yeah, look at that. Angry, angry, angry dinosaur. One, two of these pieces going right here, right along the back. One. And two. And then one more of those slopes going right along the back right here. Boom. Okay. Now we got a 1x4 snot brick. And then a 1x4 green. I'll put two brackets on the end. One and two. And we're going to grab some teethies. One and two. So just like that. Man, that's some sharp, dangerous teeth. Alright, this is going to fit, it looks like, right in here. Boom. Just like that. And then we're going to put a 2x4 plate on there. Look in here. Yep. Now we'll move over to this. Yeah. All the same. Absolutely all the same. And then we've got 1, 2 of these jumper tiles. 2. And then 1 and 2 of these. And then we are putting 1x1s right on the end. Kind of smoothing things down. And we're leaving areas, I think, for our fins, because he has the little fins that go down the body. 1, 2, and then looks like our last one of these. Pop those on. Good snaps on some of these. 2 and 3. Looking tough, man. Alright, so 1x1 on the end here. Or, sorry, 1x2 and another 1x2. And then we've got this piece that's supposed to fit right in there. Kind of a nose. We're going to put a green over here. And then a whole bunch of teeth over here. So 1, 2. I'll line them up. 3. And 4. Yep, and then we've got, this is going on the front. And then a 1x4 going here. And then we've got this curved piece that's going to be going down and across. And then another one of those slopes. Kind of like sloped tiles. And then we're going to the other side. We're going to do the same exact thing. Kind of weird that we didn't do anything that's going to enlarge or like cover some of this. Felt like that should have been kind of a thing. But I guess if you turn it a certain way, you don't have to see it. Well, kind of stands out a little much in my opinion. But that's... I can be overly critical and probably not the best way sometimes. So you really shouldn't listen to me half the time. Unless I'm talking about bricks and brick building. Okay, so this is going to pop in over here on the back. It's going to pop over here. I like the tile work on this. Even though it doesn't cover that top, I do like it. It goes here. And one more up here at the front. And then we got these two, so to fill out the nostrils. And they're these like half little pyramid pieces. 2. Boom. That's done, right? And this is going to go right up here. Let's see. How are we fitting that on? Okay, so it looks like that fits in here. Am I correct? Yep. Fits right in there. Bit of a hard fit, to be quite honest. Like, this does not want to fit quite the way that you would think it would. Okay, there we go. Ugh. Gotta use some hand force for that one. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then we've got our fins here. 1, 2, and 3. So we got 1, 2, and 3 right there. Boom. Okay. That's done. Okay, so it looks like we're mounting it up over here. So let's grab our mech. Boom. And I'll probably have to kind of move some things here. Set it right in there, right? And then we've got our 2 bars. Let's try not to drop them today. It's like I'll never let myself live that one down, will I? That's going to pop in there. 1 and 2. Is that it? I cannot believe. Hey, that's 14. Looky there. And then we're going to be going to build something new. Wow. You know what's cool about this one is I can actually now put the sword in his hand. I dig this. Look, I mean, that thing, look how big that is. We're going to kind of go back. Look how big. This is huge. Absolutely ginormous. Absolutely ginormous. It has such a cool Voltron vibe to it. Hey, listen, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. You can be alerted. Anything comes from me to you. Hey, like this video. It helps YouTube know what you like and what I'm making. And comment down below. What are you thinking of this so far? I am absolutely loving this. This is so much fun. I kind of wish there was something underneath that hand over here. Let's see. Kind of under here to solidify this, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. And of course on the top of that. Yeah, if you want to help out the channel, go down to the show notes, even my bio, you can get something out of the shop there. Get something from the Lumabricks affiliate link that I have there. Those sorts of things. I get small commissions on them. They really do help out in the long run. It's small. And it'll be something that'll add up over time, but I could probably add enough up at some point that I can get a sample or something to review and kind of figure out, hey, is this thing worth it or not? I've got more AliExpress stuff along the way, especially in the realm of Fortnite. I think the battle bus is on the way. It's going to be here pretty soon. We'll be putting that together, probably bag for bag, same, and kind of checking it out and answer that question. Is it any good? Is it worth the money we're going to pay, right? So all of this hopefully is reaching your ears and helping you become the better brick buyer that you want to be, and giving you some options and choices out there, okay? Hey, I thank you all so much for showing up to the show. I really do. I appreciate it. You have no idea how much that means to me. I love you all. Hey, Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the build, and happy brick hunting.